Hi, my name is Faith Quashie. This is the Quashie Quartet. We have Eris Chandlin on piano, we have Brandon Yenchis on bass, and Danny Gaden on drums. Woo. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I lived there for about 12 years, and then I moved to Long Island. I lived there for about 6 years, and now I'm in Kalamazoo. I grew up listening to literally everything. I grew up on a lot of like soul and funk music from like the 80s, because my parents were very like 80s soul people. And I also grew up a lot listening to like soca and Caribbean vibe music, because both my parents are immigrants, so I do sing like anything basically. I actually was classically trained for most of my musical career, and I think a lot of other musicians, especially vocalists, are mainly classically trained before they choose a specific genre to like go into. So I studied a lot of classical music in high school and middle school, and then the college is really where I started to choose a concentration of what type of music I wanted to study and like advance on. So I first came to college as a very I sang very like, very light like this, because I thought that's how jazz sounded. And then I didn't really have like much of my voice and like access like all that stuff. Like, yeah, it sounded pretty, but there's just so much more that I could have done as a musician. And because I have a professor who's very, very honest, and knows, he has very good ears, he knows what he's talking about, and I have a very good relationship with him. He is just able to bring out that sound that I knew that I've always had and be able to apply it to my music. And I think I've grown tremendously very quickly in the last few years, year that I've been here. So I can't even imagine like doing half the things that I'm doing now that I was doing a year ago. And it just all comes down to like the environment and the community of Western and their music program and our awesome faculty, which our faculty is real stacked for a jazz school. So I'm very grateful for that. At this moment in time, I really want to be able to just perform all the time. As unfinancially, financially, the stability with doing that isn't like the greatest, but when it comes to being able to find a groove where you can be able to live a lifestyle that makes you comfortable, as long as also doing what you love. A lot of people do that all the time, and it just comes with taking lots of risk and like knowing yourself and knowing your limits and knowing how to, having a goal and a game plan. I don't necessarily want to go like strictly into just teaching, because performing is like a very big aspect of who I am as a person. So that's a very big part of my life. So being able to include both of those things at the same time would be super fantastic. So hopefully that works out. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but it will, and I'm very adamant about it. So. Just did a recording session with an artist, May Erlewine. I didn't know of her till I came here to Michigan, but apparently she's very popular within the Midwest. And I did a recording session with her for a track on her album, Second Sight, and I'll be going on tour with her next week, actually, singing backup vocals for her CD release tour for the next 2 weeks, and it's super great, super fun. It's exciting because then I get to know how to balance school and going on tour at the same time. So we'll see how that goes, but it should be really fun, and just little things like that. I only got that gig through a friend of a friend who needed, recommendations, and just being able to know people and knowing that people can call you up and rely on you is a very big lesson that I've learned here when it comes to networking, because it's the same ball game in New York. It's just the pool of musicians are a lot bigger and they're a lot better. So it's just knowing your what you have to offer, the services that you have to offer, and being able to, when people play with you, knowing that you're a good time, a fun hang, and it's just lots of fluid, just beautiful music making. So I learned a lot about that when I came here, and now it's paying off, so I'm very happy about that. At the moment, I just have the tour as of right now, but then once that's over and I'm back settled into school, I'll be booking stuff, around downtown Kalamazoo, and like I keep myself very updated on social media, like Facebook. I make sure I send out a little message like where I'm playing, who I'm playing with, what day, what time, so people are updated on what's going on and what I'm doing here in Kalamazoo, and it's really good. Always a good turnout wherever. Yeah, I'm having a great time here. I love Western. I love the School of Music, and I couldn't be happier anywhere else. It's very, I took a lot to move out here, and a lot of my life had to change to be here. So, and I don't really regret anything right now. So, I think I'm still doing good. Hopefully, it lasts for a very long time. Yeah.